Good evening, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land. I am Deleted Scenes, and I want to welcome everyone to episode 15 of Unscripted Random Acts of Podcasting. So, why that title? Well, I'll tell you. I didn't know what to do for a show this week. It was a pretty, as far as I'm concerned, very non-newsworthy week, and I was struggling to find out what to talk about because, as I explained last week, I don't want to talk about Disney. I don't want to talk about Star Wars. So what else is there? I don't know. Kind of stuck on that one. So I kind of hit on an idea. Why don't I talk about not being able to come up with anything to do for a show? I know, a little meta, but hey, it's better than nothing. So, I thought what I might do would be to give you a little bit of insight of kind of what goes on behind the scenes, so to speak. And really, what I want to do is encourage people to go out and do what I'm doing. You know, those of you who have been following me for a length of time and you haven't put out any content yet, I want to encourage you to do that, because I'm going to tell you what Jerry from Pulp Culture Minefield told me. You have a voice, and I want to hear from you. And in the chat is Lady Mist. Good evening. Always good to see you. Now, the reason I call the show Unscripted is it exactly that. It is meant to be this stream of consciousness. You know, take a subject and expound on it for 45 minutes or however long the show takes. And it's very much inspired by Culture Casino's Friday pre-flight show. Yeah, and this is just kind of my low-tech spin on it. You know, where it's come up with a subject and talk about it. It's basically all there really is to it. Now, going in without a subject, unorthodox, I know. But I decided I can use this as an opportunity to say to you, as was said to me, that you have a voice, that you could go out and make a show such as this one. Find a subject that you are really passionate about. A film, collectibles, books. Go out and talk about it. Find something that you are passionate about, that you would like to draw attention to. You have this chance, you have this platform where you can talk to the world. And I want to encourage everyone in the chat, anyone who's lurking, anyone who watches this on the replay. I want to encourage you to do that because you have a voice and you deserve to be heard. Now, I know there are probably not a whole lot of people watching right now because it is, of course, I don't want to say holiday, but I like to think of it as a weekend of remembrance. It is Memorial Day weekend here in America. Memorial Day is actually tomorrow. And I want everyone to remember those that we've lost, those veterans that we lost, those heroes that we lost in fighting for this country. And that's what I want everyone to do this weekend. We have in the chat, Stark of Iron, karaoke stream at my place, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard. So everybody, if you wish, go over to Stark's channel for the karaoke stream, or you can follow me over to Geeky Geezers, one or the other. And that's the cool thing about YouTube, man, is you have a choice of channels that you can go to, and there's kind of something on here for everybody. And that's one thing that's cool about it. I'm going to pull a little bit of misconception here on you. Now, as of right now, I follow probably over 1,000 channels. You know, and you see some of those channels right here, up here right now. And the reason for that is all of these are channels that have supported me in some fashion. People who have shown up in chats, people I've been on streams with, you know, these people are why I'm here. So I will continue to support them, you know, like Geeky Geezers, like Midnight's Edge. You know, these are the people who encouraged me to start a channel. And yes, that's Stark's channel. One thing I want everybody in the chat to do right now is to subscribe to one another, because as Orville Nation says, we grow together. And that's what I want everybody to do. I want us to stand together. Last week's episode was about YouTube being divided. I want us to get back together. Those of us who are here right now in the chat, we all support each other. And those people who don't want to do that, we're going to leave them to their own devices. I have Deep Henzak here. Stark on the road to 200. Good. I hope you make it. Because that's what I want. Those people who don't want us in their fandoms anymore, who are not willing to hear us out, fine. We are going to stick together. You know. So that's what that's what I want to accomplish here. Let me check this out real quick. All right. But like I said, that's what I want to do. I want to encourage you, anybody who has not posted any content, who has, or who maybe just has a few subscribers. I want to hear from you. I want to see you put content out there. And if there's anything that I can do to help you to do that, then you got me. I am on your side. All right, now, I'll show you a little something here. Now, this is my main channel page. And of course, you see, we're live right now. And those are some of the shorts that I've done because I started out doing shorts. But where I've really become successful is in doing live content, more long form live streams, like this show, like my Other Side of Midnight shows. You know, my film reviews are always very popular. I have several up right now. You know, and, you know, some do better than others, and that's fine. It's a learning process. Seeing what works. It's kind of akin to, you know, throwing the spaghetti up against a wall and seeing what sticks. You know. But I have found my niche, so to speak. I found this fan base that has stuck with me even back before I even had content on my channel. So that's really what I wanted to come on and say tonight. As was said to me, I'm saying to you, you have a voice. If you have something that you feel passionate about, you now have a platform with which to speak. And we have in the chat Tim Hayes. Always good to see you, supporter of the channel. Tim has his own channel that is about collectibles. It's well worth seeing. He has a couple of new videos up this weekend. And this is what I'm talking about. Tim found something that he's well versed in, and he makes his channel about that. JPRPH1, good to see you. Now, as you can see from the page I have up here, I am planning to be involved in a special Memorial Day broadcast with Jedi Bill. And we are going to be watching the Peter Jackson World War I documentary, They Shall Not Grow Old. And that's going to be followed by Steven Spielberg's Saving Private Ryan. Now that show is going to be beginning at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1:30 Central. So I hope that see everybody there. If you can be there, please do so. Now, like I said, this was going to be kind of a shorter than usual show. This is my using this time to encourage you to put content out there, because I want to hear from you. And this is a learning curve. All right. I am not the most tech savvy guy. I ask people questions. I have to go to people for help. Jesse, the common nerd, is going to assist me in the near future in getting me more involved with Rumble, so that I can not only broadcast live from here, but on Rumble as well, because that's one thing that I want to start doing, is branching out to other platforms. Especially Rumble. I'm really encouraged by where that's going right now. And I want to grow my channel. People have come to me offering to do shows with me, new shows. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. I want to bring Saturday Serial back in some form, and go back and do that program again, to kind of like this, weekly wrap-up news program that Matt and I used to do. I've been involved now in dozens of watch parties. I want to start doing my own watch parties. I want to talk more. I want to talk more about the films that I have up on the wall. And it isn't a Saturday Serial Match show, though. It is, but the thing is, Matt has, left YouTube, and is encouraging me to bring the show back in some form. So I want to do that. You know, I have his blessing to do that. You know, Saturday Serial as it was is over. However, I can bring it back in some form. I've discussed this with him, and we're going to have more discussions about it. You know, uh, right now, you know, yeah, he has other concerns. You know, and that's one thing that I want to do is and if he everyone would please give me a moment, or even if Lady Mist can find it, there is a GoFundMe page. Let me find it, that I'm going to add to the link. Let me scroll down. Now, Matt, as some of you know, is has had some medical issues, and he was recently hospitalized. Now, they have a goal of $1,500, and as of this, they've raised $170. But what I want to do is encourage all of you right now who are in the chat, and I'm going to put the link into chat. Let me find it real quick. I've got two screens going. Live television, folks. Now, the link that I'm dropping into chat right now, that's Matt's GoFundMe page. So anything that you could do to help him along, I would appreciate it. Now, I'm putting that up on the screen. But what I'm thinking of doing is something along the lines of Saturday Serial. I want to bring the show back, and maybe not the same way. You can call it store brand Saturday Serial. I have a couple of ideas for titles, but it's definitely something that I want to do in the future. I want to start doing watch parties. I might start doing karaoke streams. I don't know. I've been thinking about it. But I definitely want to do more content. I want to do more live programming. And I want to encourage all of you out there to start doing the same, because you deserve to be heard. Now, like I said, this is a low-tech channel. I'm a guy sitting in his living room, with a laptop on a TV tray, sitting on his couch, speaking to you live right now. No acting. It's not fake. This is not pretension. It's just me being honest to you and me being me, because I don't know how to be anything other than myself. I am admitting to you, I did not have a subject for tonight. This is completely random. You know, I didn't know what to talk about, so I decided to talk about making a show and encouraging you to find something that you are passionate about, start a channel and talk about it. Now, now that I am on StreamYards, I'm kind of getting a chance to play with the buttons. I am literally in what does this button do mode. You know, you could either launch the space shuttle or blow up your entire block. I don't know. You know? Does that button do anything? No. Then why is it there? You know, there's a lot of that. You know, but I have people backstage who are like helping me out with this stuff, who are, you know, kind of, you know, like I said, I want to branch out to other platforms. I want to do other things. I want to do more, you know, live streams, you know, and I want to bring more content to you. And I want to be able to start bringing you guys on more. Tim has been on with me a number of times now. It's always good to have him on a panel, you know. And if you are here, you're welcome on my channel. And I want to hear from you. You know, and if you're in the middle of some financial difficulty, which a number of us are, including me, I know it's not always easy to maintain channel memberships or being able to pay for StreamYard. StreamYard has a live tier, has like a free tier that you can do quite a bit with, you know. And I was very nervous about that for a while, using StreamYard on my own. One of the issues I had was connectivity, you know. But once I found out what that problem was, in that it wasn't something that I was doing, once that got fixed, that opened up this whole, it opened up the door for me, you know. And hopefully everyone can see and hear me right now, because if you can't, then that's totally a StreamYard issue. You know, and you have to deal with that sometimes. But you know, it's like there's this whole new world out there, and I found a place in it. Now I want to go exploring, and I want to start doing more. And I'm here tonight to encourage you to do the same. Find something that you're passionate about and talk about it. And maybe you're not going to get Doomcock's numbers or Nerderotics numbers or Geeks and Gamers numbers. Don't worry about that. Do you? Grow your channel. And it's going to be slow going sometimes. It took me forever to get to 200 subs. But I got there, and then some. And that is because I had people such as yourselves there to encourage me, to not give up, to keep going. I would like to hit 250 subs by my birthday on June 20th, and I might very well get there. But if I don't, I'm not going to let that bring me down. I'm going to keep moving forward. And that's really all I wanted to say tonight. That this channel is going to move forward. There are going to be new shows. There's going to be more live streams. There's going to be more reviews. This is just the beginning. Okay. So, for my what's on my shelf segment, is going to be kind of physical media in general. Now, Big Al presents, hello. Sorry I'm late. I was finishing Little Mermaid. Oy vey. How did that go? All right. What I want to now, you can go on to here to YouTube, to Tubi, Pluto TV, Amazon, whatever, and you can find all sorts. You can find a movie to just put on and watch. But I want to encourage everybody to get physical media. Because as Disney has taught us in recent weeks, just because it's on a streaming service doesn't mean you're going to have it for long. Review coming tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. All right. Now, this particular box set, I bought at the Best Buy some years ago. And this is the Dirty Harry Ultimate Collection. It's all 5 movies. I can open up this box right here. Like a little note in it. I don't think I've even ever opened this. And this is probably going to be a bear to get in or out of the plastic. But I think this is supposed to be like his badge. We'll leave that in there. There's a bonus disc called Out of the Shadows. Here's some production stills. There's a poster. They packed quite a lot into one box. let's see. This is a go ahead and make my day. Yeah, there's a booklet that discusses. It's all about the characters and all. And hello, Jedi Bill. Then it's Dirty Harry with the bonus disc, and Magnum Force, which I think is the best out of the 5. And Nick Weiser just did a show about. And then the other 3, The Enforcer, Sudden Impact, and Deadpool. So it's pretty extensive. And everything comes, all the movies come with their own commentary and behind the scenes. So a lot going on with this thing. All right. Now, as you know, I work part-time in a used bookstore. And I got a book haul this week because a woman came in with a couple of boxes full of hardcover books. And since we can't trade off hardcover books because we have so many that we can't sell them, people usually wind up just donating them. Or on occasion, I end up with a few of these books myself. And hello to Jedi Bill. And to Trepicelli. Hey, I'm here. Random act of lateness. Got busy doing spring cleaning and lost track of time. Sorry. No worries, no worries. So I wound up with 5 hardcover books. I kind of leafed through them, just picked out whatever looked interesting to me. And I have Orson Scott Card's Treasure Box, David Baldacci's First Family, Lauren Sanders, McNally's Luck, John Sanford's Bad Blood, which I've actually already started reading. It's pretty good so far. And Stephen Hunter's Havana. And one that I bought myself is and Hello, Daniel Herron, Soundtracks with Birdman. And a book that I actually bought is The Doctor and the Devils by Dylan Thomas. And it's basically a fictionalized version of the Burke and Hare story. The 2 guys who they basically went from being grave robbers to actually killing people. And the idea was that they were these guys who are basically selling cadavers off for scientific experiments. And instead of going out and procuring bodies for that in a proper manner, they actually started drugging, robbing, and killing people. So they became serial killers, basically. And this is kind of a fictionalized version now. This story is very interesting because this is not per se a book. This is actually a screenplay. And it is broken up into scenes like a script would be. And there is some prose in here, kind of interspersed. You know, kind of like that. And I don't remember if I showed this on a prior show or not, but I have a copy of William S. Burroughs' Blade Runner. Now, this has nothing to do with the movie Blade Runner. It just has the same title. But that was a book that is also kind of part screenplay, part novella. But it's a pretty interesting reads. Anyway, so that's my on the shelf segment, for today. I want to encourage everybody to go out and buy physical media or get physical media in any kind of way that that's legally open to you, like with me, somebody letting you have a book, going to a book drop, going to used bookstores, preserve physical media because they're trying to take it away from you. They're trying to alter it. All right. So now this is the portion of the show where I turn the show over to you for questions. So if anybody has a question, has any suggestions for me of something that I could review in the future, now is the time to let me know. So drink them if you got them. All right. All right. Are there any questions before we wrap it up? All right. I want to remind everybody that Geeky Geezers is going to be starting at the top of the hour on Aged Boomer's channel, hosted by Aged Boomer and Troy Pacelli. Any particular films you're reviewing this week? I don't have anything specifically planned, but there are a few that I want to try and get out and see, or something that I can watch on streaming. It kind of depends. I'm not really sure what's coming out this week. So I don't know if I'm going to go and see it. I don't know if I'm going to go and see anything in theaters this week, which is not to say that I won't. But it's possible. I do have some things here, like some physical media that I haven't seen. There's a couple of things that are on streaming right now that if I have time, I want to try and see. I still have not seen RRR. I would like to. Jedi Bill suggested a movie to me called On a Wing and a Prayer with Dennis Quaid. I haven't gotten to that yet. I'd like to review that. But right now, I don't have anything. I don't have anything specifically planned. Now, the movie I reviewed last night, I didn't plan that either. That was just I had an hour and a half to sit down and watch a movie. So I shot like a quick video for it. And let's see. I do have a question. What is the color of Jeannie's light brown hair? Well, sir, I am going to let you answer your own question. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. No, I'm not planning to go to see that because of some of the marketing has me concerned. I did like the first movie. Maybe I was a little overzealous in liking it in retrospect, because that's a movie that has some serious issues. But I'm not going to go to see this new one. Mm-hmm. I saw On a Wing and a Prayer. Do you have a review up for it? Because if it is, I'll have to. If you do, I'll have to see it because I don't know if I saw it. Big Al has what he calls 10-word reviews, and they're a lot of fun. They're usually a couple of minutes long. So go over to Big Al's channel and give those a look. Give them a thumbs up, and if you're not yet a subscriber to his channel, please do so. You do have a review up. Okay, cool. All right, I'll have to watch that. Okay, are there any more questions before we wrap it up? I don't know what I'm going to do next week yet. If there's if something like newsworthy breaks out, then I'll do a show on whatever that is. But if it's like another slow week, then what I'm thinking is I might do like another Q&A show or a physical media type of show, because I want to start doing more of those anyway. All right. And Jedi Bill is here in the chat. I want to remind everyone, starting at 2:30 Eastern Standard, Bill is going to be hosting a special Memorial Day live stream where he's going to be watching They Shall Not Grow Old, Peter Jackson's World War I documentary. And after that will be Steven Spielberg's classic Saving Private Ryan. If all goes well tomorrow, I'm going to be there. And I will be on the panel. And hopefully we can get a couple of other people to join us if we can, who are kind of subject matter experts. But we'll see. It's always fun being on with Bill. And so, yeah. But as for next week's show, I don't have a topic for right now. But who knows? I can always come up with something. I've been thinking about doing a show where I take what I have on my shelf and sort of rewatch them and kind of look at them through kind of present day eyes, and kind of sit down and review them. But again, that's something for the future. I definitely have some ideas, and I'm going to throw those ideas up against the wall and see what sticks and see what people like. And so yeah, you are not getting rid of me. I am here. I watch you while you sleep. Am I creeping you out yet? No. Oh God, what is going on up here? I mean, the hairline ain't having it. All right. Okay. Wow, I'm getting punchy. Steady on, man. You're alive. It's your show. It's your gig. Don't mess it up. All right. All righty. I want to thank everybody who came here today and watched the show. Let me scroll up here so I don't miss anybody. I want to thank Lady Mist, Stark of Iron, who has the karaoke stream tonight at 10 p.m. We have the Penzak, who doesn't have any content yet, but I would like to encourage him to make some. We have Tim Hayes, JPRPH1, Big Al Presents, Jedi Bill, Soundtracks with Birdman, and of course, Last Call with Troy Pastelli. All right, I want to thank everybody for being here. Everybody who was lurking in the background, because there's always a few, I know. Sometimes I'm lurking myself. Everyone who watches this show on a replay. And if you have found this show and you like what you see, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Share out the link. Say hello in the comments. And I know that everybody says that in every show, but it really does help out with the algorithm. The more feedback we get, the better that is for the show. And thank you. And you have a good weekend too, Lady Mist. So, okay. Just to wrap the show up in a nutshell, there is not a whole lot of method to my madness. Like I said, I'm a guy sitting in his living room with a laptop, speaking into the camera, stream of consciousness. And I talk about movies and I talk about books, and whatever pops into my head at that particular time. And I want to bring good entertainment to you. I want to point you in the direction of something that's good and not something that's going to talk down. And I want to encourage everybody out there to do the same. Find something that you care about and talk about it. And if you do that, you are welcome on my channel anytime. I do have another show, a live show called The Other Side of Midnight. I try to do one a week, sometimes two, if I have the chance. That show is going to continue. And I would like to encourage anyone who wants to come on to that show. You're invited. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap the show up because Geeky Geezer starts in 5 minutes, and I got to go over there and mod the chat. Like I said, Stark of Iron also live tonight. Midnight's Edge has their weekly roundup. I believe Culture Casino is going to be on later tonight as well. So there's going to be plenty of people out there going live. So from HQ, good night. Take care. Stay strong. Keep putting out content because this is how we win.